Here we are, the last day of this year's 31-day challenge, right? Yeah, we need some fanfare, need some fireworks. This thing actually has some doohickeys on here. I could try it, but I'd sit here stumbling all over myself, making myself look like a bigger idiot than I do without any effort, right? Day 31. What do you anticipate most for gaming in 2018? Oh, I anticipate actually getting a chance to do some gaming. I would dearly love to do some gaming. I find myself in a situation that's hard to do it, and then I have a spouse that doesn't exactly appreciate it, and I don't have a group of friends to bring over to the RV or a place to go to theirs. And while some of this stuff goes on at the local gaming stores, I don't have the time to run out there and spend there and investigate it, in part because my job is such erratic when it comes to the hours. I can show you a schedule where I work a couple jobs in the morning and a couple jobs at night, and then there'll be another day where I'll have one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one at night, and then some will be all at night or some are all in the morning, and this is all in the same week. And in order to get close to 40 hours, you just gotta. There's nothing but to do it. And then if they try hard to make sure I get at least one day off, and usually it's Saturday, but there's always that occasional oddity that crops up. So Saturday evenings or afternoons would be probably my gaming day if I had the opportunity. With trying to clean out my mom's house and stuff after she passed away, and dealing with all the stuff that goes along with that, there hasn't been a lot of free time. Although we are finally coming to an end. The end is in sight on that thing, and it's been, well, all you gotta do is go back and look at some of my really early videos to see just how bad that place was last fall, and that was when she was still alive. And then we had to literally clean the house. Is the sweep do a clean sweep according to the what the realtor guy wants. So, and it's rough, it's hard. Hopefully, that we can sell the property and settle the estate, and then weather the winter in this thing here. You'll be riding along with me. Get to see the experience of a transient GM dealing with the best he can with the situation and keeping enough spirits, upgraded spirit. So when we talk about gaming for 2018, there's I'd like to say that there's some really spectacular new gaming systems coming out. I would dearly love to say, hey, mine's coming out this year, but it probably won't since it's 16 months to 2 years according to the Golden Games people. Although a year. Come May would be a year. So about this time next year, we'd be starting to into the serious development stage of this thing, according to their timeline. So we'll see what happens in a year, huh? Well, a lot can happen in a year. What I'd like to see for my wife and I is just to find ourselves a nice house, a small house someplace, particularly in the outskirts of town or in the countryside, and settle down so we can get back to something of normalcy, and then potentially in the near future, changing my jobs to a job that's consistent, that provides a guaranteed 40 hours a week and benefits. Not how insurance is expensive, and if you don't in this state you cannot not have insurance. What I think that's all over the states now, because of Obamacare, or thanks to Obamacare, which I'm not an advocate against or for. I think it's a good thing. Although if I had a choice, I would have always backed socialized education as opposed to socialized healthcare. I'm not a Republican, I'm not a diehard Democrat. Actually, I'm a liberal, but that's just because I'm a weirdo and I like it to be that way. Uh, I tend to agree with both sides, of all sides, when it makes sense to me, and a lot of times neither side makes sense. And it's just the way this political system we have works. I'm not going to go into politics and stuff here, but you know, there you go. The short, the sweet, the heart-filled longing of wanting this, that, and the other thing, and the hopeful speculations of what will be. I just hope you all have a good gaming season this year, and everything works to your advantage, the best way you can have, and enjoy life as you have it. And if I get one, since this is our last one for this thing, I would point out on a personal note, if you get the opportunity, I mean, a lot of us live very busy and hectic lives, and we tend to put off some things because, well, we can do it later. And sometimes there is no later. So say hello to your family, to your friends. Let your parents know that you care about them. Your grandparents. I'm not advocating going and smothering them with attention, but make sure that you stay in touch and that you let them know you appreciate them. And if, for all intents and purposes, live each day as if it's the last, including what their last, because sometimes we get into family disputes or spats or disagreements and or with friends, and we let them fester. We let them sit and we let them fester. My grandmother used to say, "Don't ever go to never go to bed angry in a marriage. It's a bad thing." And I like to think, don't ever go to bed angry. Period. At your fellow man, because it's a bad thing. Either Buddha or Gandhi quoted this. I'm not sure which one. It says, hate hatred is like taking poison and sitting and waiting for the other guy to die. Basically, the gist of that is, all you do is poison yourself, and we don't hurt the other people by being angry all the time at them. It's hard sometimes, and they know some. And I know my sister does not make it easy for me to not have a deep-seated dislike for her and verging on hatred. And I work at it. I have to work at it. And she's the only sibling I got. Most of my immediate family, that's it. It's just her and me and my wife. And our daughter's grown up, moved away, and has her own life and has very little to do with us because it's just distance and the type of personalities of our family. It is what it is. So call your parents, your grandparents, call your Uncle Joe who's stuck at home in a chair. Check on your friend. See if Billy Bob or Jolene there is having a good day or a bad day. Send them an email. It doesn't have to be much. It doesn't have to be much, right? Just saying for what it's worth. So the next year's challenge. This is the Fat Man GM saying, game on.